Hey, what's up, everyone? It's TJ. Real quick, before Peter and I get started, if you would do me a huge solid and hit that subscribe button, we are climbing and climbing and climbing, and we want you to be a true friend of the podcast and help us boost our content to other wrestling fans so that we can all get together and talk about how not fake wrestling is. All right, thanks. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to House is Fake. It's TJ, joined by Miggy.
Hey guys,
That was like my Miggy call. I don't have
I
a
like
Feeny
it.
call. I have a Miggy call.
Miggy.
Miggy.
I
Anyways,
like it.
uh, we're gonna do SummerSlam. It's been a long time since we talked about WWE besides Hulk Hogan. So we're gonna go
Yeah,
over. I almost said SmackDown, even though I just said SummerSlam. We're gonna go over night one of SummerSlam today. And then I'm working on getting a guest to join us and make this a nice threesome on Wednesday night when we go over night two, but don't hold me to it
number
because
two.
you know.
Yeah.
But I gotta give a shout out real quick before we get into this card to Ignite Wrestling for having me over last night, Sunday, to ring announce. It was freaking great. They're family friendly, so if they watch this part, I want and they clip it. I didn't want to say the other word.
Dude, I will say you looked pretty darn stylish in your getup.
No thanks.
Yeah.
That was a $12 shirt from Ross, a $9 clip-on tie from Amazon, and I would have gotten pants if they would have gotten here on time, but I had to settle for the denim. But I think it kind of gave, a little yeah, it was punk. Mike Wexler was there. Can I just talk about Mike Wexler for a second? I don't
Wexler,
think he's going to
Wexler,
listen to this, so
Wexler.
I don't even give a shit. This guy, I show up and he's already there and he's in a full suit.
He was ready
He
to
thought
understudy.
he he thought he was going to be the ring announcer. He goes, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm ring announcing. Is there a place I can put my stuff?" Because I came in like a t-shirt and jeans or shorts. He goes, "I'm ring announcing." I was like, so I called our homie and I said, what's going on here? And he's like, no, you're ring announcing, blah, blah, blah. And dude, Wexler was trying to get me to switch spots all night. He was
What
doing
was he doing?
backstage interviews.
Oh.
And I told him, I was like, to be honest, us switching makes more sense based on our experience.
But I'm
But,
not giving up that spot.
but fuck no, I'm not giving up my spot. So, oh, dude, it's, I got stories from last night, but dude, it was so sick. I gotta be honest, kind of mark out moment. I gotta pull the curtain back a little bit. I, uh, I really wanted to be in the ring, right? Because obviously, but I get there and they were thinking, well, if you're in the ring, dude, you're gonna be like taller than a lot of the talent, and you know, so I was like, wherever you want, but the place was pretty small and it was really packed and dude, the AC wasn't working, so that was a whole ass
Oh. Well, it's
time.
California. I mean, was it still pretty hot or
Yeah, dude. It was like in the
oh.
90s yesterday and this was in a warehouse, like a small little like warehouse space kind of thing. Uh and So they're trying to like fit me in, but I'm in the camera shot because I'm so big and it's like a smaller place. So they were like, all right, we'll just put him in the ring. So, dude, the first time I stepped in the ring all night was when I had to go up there the first time. They didn't want to make sure I knew how to get in the right way or anything. So I was nervous I'd like trip or some shit, but no, it was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And dude, I hope I get to do it again or get back on commentary, bro. It's I love it. It's fun.
Dude,
And
it
so
looked like you were having fun, and I didn't even see many clips. I just saw a couple. I looked at Ignite's page. It looked fun, man. I'm glad you had a good time.
It's cool. It was pretty cool. And so Lane was there. Lane's my son, for those of you who don't know. He and Morgan were there, and he just turned 3, right? So he knows like who Cody is and the
He
Undertaker, and
was
like John
he was
Cena.
he was risen up. He was a little
That's true.
Rizzler though. I heard.
Yeah, he was. he- well, I want to get into that another time because I think we have a new friend of the podcast who's like definitely just waiting for us to ask her to be on the podcast.
Oh, I'd love to have her on the
Um,
podcast.
she told me straight up, like as I was leaving, she was like, "Just let me know. Just text me." It's like, okay. But anyway, so Lane is he's running in and out. He's like not paying attention to the matches, but he sees Eli Everfly and Raymond Bright in this main event match. And Eli comes out with the green tongue, and then Raymond Bright's, jumping and touching the roof and stuff. And this morning, he's like, he wants to wrestle on the couch. He goes, "You be fly, I be 5 star."
That's
And
awesome.
then, so he was like, "Wah," because Raymond's
Yeah,
jumping and he
yeah,
throws the stars up in the air, and then he's like, "Daddy, you do this." Ah! I was
yeah.
like, "Okay, all right." So, anyways, but that was yeah. Last night was super fun. Any wrestling companies out there need someone to ring announce or commentate for free? I'll do it. I don't have a job, so I got nothing but time, and I'll do whatever for free. That's all I have to say. Does that sound too desperate? Should I
Awesome.
have that part
No,
out? Okay.
no,
Well, I'm keeping it.
no.
I'm good. Fuck
I
it.
love it.
All right, buddy. You ready to break down SummerSlam?
I am ready to, as they say in the professional wrestling world, break it down. I do want to say though, I know we're Monday Night Raw tonight, um, kind of sucked, but I really enjoyed that like I don't know that Jey Uso. I very much criticized Jey Uso's singles run, but
You did.
something about him dropping the F bomb and let's run it back and everything like that. The Paul Heyman saying, everybody's lied to you your whole entire life. I love that segment. The rest of it's kind of sucked, but I love that.
Do you think Roman and Jay like stick together after this? Do we get any sort of I don't want to say new bloodline, but like the whole bloodline thing was built on Roman like beating down Jay and like abusing him mentally and emotionally and like making him submissive to Roman. You think that kind of shows up a little bit in the tag match at all?
Um, Maybe, but I do think that after SummerSlam, um, I do think that after SummerSlam, the Usos are back together. So we can get into that because the Jey Uso Roman Reigns. Let's talk that match first.
Yeah, go for it.
So night one, right, taking place on Saturday. I'll be watching it from Wrigley Field, um, because for some reason it has to be on super early, even in Chicago. But maybe not. I don't know. The game that I'm going to is a day game, and that's a 1:20 Chicago time. My dad won't stay the whole entire game, so maybe I'm out of there. I can't name one player on who I don't even know who the Cubs are playing, and I can't name one Chicago Cubs player. I think Michael Jordan was on the team at one point. Um, Maybe he played for the Bears. I don't know.
It was the White Sox,
Oh, the White
and
Sox.
I think it was the minor leagues. I don't think he ever made
Oh,
it
he
to the
played baseball
pros.
too. That's right. He played baseball too. Um, I just know he's on the greatest team of all time, basketball wise. The Toon Squad.
I was gonna say you're not talking about the Bulls, right?
No, no. The Toon Squad. He played for the Bulls. I thought the Bears was the basketball team.
Are you shitting me right now?
Yeah, I'm totally messing with you.
Oh
That I
my
do know.
god, dude! I was gonna be
Um,
like, "Holy shit, dude!"
um, but yeah. Anyway, he yeah. So I'll be watching on my phone on Saturday night. So I hope that it's not that great of a show. I'm excited to watch Sunday on a real TV. You don't understand. I'm excited for this trip, but it's very hard for me that I'm not watching SummerSlam on my couch.
Like,
Um,
why couldn't this have been like a fast lane or something?
yeah, exactly. Because I even what's it called? Last year, I think it was last year, SummerSlam and the Young the Giant concert was on the same night. So I was watching SummerSlam on my phone while I was at the Young the Giant concert. Um,
You're wild, bro.
yeah, I can't miss it. I can't. But anyway, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This is a tough one. And even on Busted Open they were saying how tough this is because who do you have lose? I mean, you're trying to build up Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and if you have them lose right away when they're supposed to be this dominant tag team. I mean, they made it a point on Raw tonight to say Braun Breaker is, basically the head guy and Bronson Reed is here. I don't see them. I don't want to see them lose, but I don't know how you have the two of the biggest baby faces on in WWE in the last 10 years also lose, and
I
Bronson
think,
Reed I think has to take the pin here.
yeah, Bronson takes the pin and Roman and Jay get the win. I think you're gonna have, the feel good moment, and the they can easily say that, like, Paul can turn it on Braun and Bronson if he wants and say that Seth is so disappointed because they couldn't get the job done and yada yada. Like, I don't know. I feel like they can chicken shit their way out of it, but also they could get disqualified.
Well, and here's what I'm thinking would be cool, and we could save the rest of my theory for when we on Wednesday when we talk about night two. But I already kind of mentioned it in the last episode. We got Survivor Series. That's the next biggest show. I think it'd be great because now we have the perfect amount of people again. Um, I think it would be great to run it back. Let's get the bloodline one more time and
But
have
would it be the bloodline without Paul Heyman?
yes. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Um, I want to see I want to see the MFTs or the NFTs or the my family of Tongans or whatever they're called take out Roman and Jay and then have Jey Uso try to make the save on the night two and go from there, put everybody back together, and plus it gives something there for them while Braun Breaker advances to the main event of WrestleMania next year because that's where we're going with this. I'm saying it now too. What are we in July? Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble.
Well, I was actually thinking that, now that summer's coming to a close here pretty soon,
Yeah,
uh, we do our fakies at the end of the year, basically our award shows,
yeah,
uh, which, by the way, I've totally forgot what the categories were, so I'm gonna have to go back and figure that out. But, anyways, I was gonna ask you like match of the year stuff like that, and so, kind of cool that you're already making your WrestleMania predictions.
yeah. I'm
Very
also making a
nice.
prediction that we're talking Sami Zayn and Karrion Cross. I'm also making a prediction that this is going to be if Karrion Cross loses, this is going to be Karrion Cross's last match in WWE.
Yeah, future endeavors coming after SummerSlam, I think.
Well, his contract is up in August, and it hasn't been re-signed. It's been very pushed out there by the Sean Ross Saps of the world, I believe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. He gets mad. I see on Twitter he gets mad if somebody says he said something that he never actually said. But I don't
That
know.
can be
I've seen
annoying.
online that his contract is up in August. It hasn't been renewed. August 1st, here we are. I don't I don't see a point of putting him on a pay-per-view if they know he's gonna get gone, but WWE does this anyway all the time. So, I mean, what they had Braun Strowman was in the main event of a big pay-per-view before he was let go like 3 weeks later, so I
No.
don't care. I
Well, and
honestly don't
it's
care who wins this too. I think Karrion Cross could do much better on his own. Let's go back to Killer Cross.
dude,
Show up in AEW, join the Don Callis family with everybody else.
How hilarious would it be if he goes to Impact? Fuck, I keep saying Impact, bro. It's because Hogan died, and so I've been
Yeah.
seeing that era of
Well,
TNA. But I was gonna say, imagine he goes over there and wins the world title, and at some point, like not maybe not from Trick, but like, and then you have this weird partnership where, hey, the world champion that we collaborate with, we let go.
Well, he was a huge star on Impact. While it was Impact, he was a huge star there. I would love to see that. And listen, I've already told you what I want to happen with Impact and NXT. I wanted there to be a full-on anarchy war, and I think AJ Styles and Karrion Kross leading the charge for Team TNA would be amazing.
That'd
Especially,
be
I don't know,
sick.
you could get Abyss involved because he was out there for the Hogan thing tonight. I saw him.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
just
don't know.
saw a quote from him. I don't know how real it was because it was just on Facebook, some dirt sheet. But someone asked him a question about if he had ever been approached about doing a match with the Undertaker while he was Abyss, and he said that there were conversations about that, but he didn't even want to because he was so loyal to TNA. So that would be sick.
That would be.
All
I would
right,
love that. I would have loved that. I would have. No, I didn't. You know what? No, I wouldn't have loved that. I wanted to see him and Kane.
that would have been a better match.
Yeah.
What about Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill for the women's championship?
Is that night one?
Tiffany. Yes,
Yeah,
this
it
is
is night
Saturday.
one.
Tiffany. If Jade wins the women's world championship, it's got to be Tiffany.
I want to believe it's going to be Tiffany Stratton.
You think they're gonna put it on Jade?
I listen, and I do know that Triple H has gotten a lot of slack lately. And it makes like it makes sense the slack that he's getting that there is no diversity in the championship picture champions in general, and there hasn't been really for a little while. So I just hope that I just don't think that Jade is that good. I would like to see Naomi end up. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I don't want to see them just throw the title on Jade because I don't think she's good enough to have the title in comparison. I don't think there's anybody as more. If we could have Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton just fight each other every week in a pure athletic, I think Tiffany Stratton is the future. I think that's where you need to go.
They
I think
don't. They don't even do a match. They just do Ninja Warrior.
exactly. And Tiffany Stratton is what's it called? I mean, she is a pure athlete in general, and you have, people like Jade Cargill who's in her late 30s, Charlotte Flair late 30s. Like we need to make her a super mega ultra star.
What do you think about
And
Jade winning, and then you get a cash in from Naomi right then?
um
Then you could say Jade's a former champion, but she never actually had to be a champion. Then you could set up a triple threat. Then you could finally get Tiffany and Naomi one on one at your Survivor Series or whatever.
well, Naomi has a championship right now.
Well, she does. Which one does she have? I thought she had the Money in the Bank.
She has the Raw. She cashed in a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
Whatever the last show was.
I've been too focused on my ring announcing.
No, yeah, you've been busy, man. Um, it took
I
me a
still
sec. It
say
took me a
Tiffany.
second to remember too. That's why I was like, "Well, actually, I don't know where I was going with what I was saying because it." But I don't know. I think Naomi is the perfect champion on Raw, and Tiffany is the perfect champion on SmackDown. I think that, and plus, I think that with Bianca Belair still being up like in the middle of everything. I mean, we saw Bianca Belair, but did we like see have we seen her again since that match with Jade and Naomi? Like I just think I don't know. I don't know who wins this match. I hope
Do
it's
you
Tiffany.
care who wins? Well, yeah, you do. You want it to be
Um
Tiffany to build up the
but
next
also
generation.
I do like the story that they could run back Jade and they could do Jade and Bianca Belair. I do like that idea.
And Jade wouldn't need to necessarily defend every week. if she was to win.
No.
Look at Goldberg. Did, Jade was like the perfect when she was in AEW and she had the TBS championship. They were giving her the Goldberg treatment, and it totally worked.
Hmm. If
If they
only
didn't
she could.
book her like
If only
that,
she could
I don't.
wrestle.
Well, yeah, but everyone says that about Goldberg too.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good
Goldberg's a
point.
little more convincing though.
I don't know.
All
There's
right.
she's a beastly woman.
Well, and dude, she's like her shoot work is pretty cool. She's I think like a clinical psychologist or like a family therapist or kid therapist or something like that. And then
Oh,
she owns a professional softball team. I think they're somewhere in Texas, but they're called the Smoke. And
oh, the Storm would have been such a better name for her team, but
Storm, like Elsinore's minor league Padres farm team, however you say that in the right order. Okay. All right, let's go to this next match. Let's get this celebrity match out of the way. Well, only one of these guys is a celebrity at this point, and just a celebrity.
yeah.
Randy Orton with his tag team partner Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
I, you know, so did you hear all this stuff with Drew McIntyre? How he almost didn't make it back home.
I think so.
So he got stranded in Europe and he couldn't get back home. Something with his visa and then his passport, and he got stuck there. And then he's like, and it was really they were really concerned that he wasn't going to make it back in time. But they gave him a private jet. I was so intrigued by the fact, like, what are they gonna do? They've already done like late night shows and all this. Like, what would they do? Who would they
Yeah.
put in that spot if he didn't make it back? Like, I don't even know who they could put in that spot if he didn't make it back. But he's on his way back now. He's on a private jet. He's coming. He's coming back.
Who would you
So it
put
doesn't
in
matter.
that spot? Huh. You could
They
put
don't
you
have.
could, you could
They
put
don't have
Austin
anybody.
Theory in that spot.
Austin Theory's hurt. Grayson Waller. What's it called? And
He had a match tonight against Sheamus.
yeah. You could maybe.
Wait, when did Austin Theory get hurt?
They Grayson. That's why he hasn't been around. Grayson Waller announced it, and then he's like, you know what? If Theory can't handle being he can't not get hurt, then I don't want to be partners with him. And then Theory said he's done with the Theory effect, Theory
Where have
Waller
I
effect, or
been,
whatever it
bro?
is. Um, but yeah, I don't know. You maybe Dominic Mysterio too nice. I mean, that dude apparently is the Stone Cold Steve Austin in Mexico. Did you hear that pop that I was talking about in my video?
Yeah, I saw a picture of him when he was holding the mic when he was in the middle of the ring and he had hair standing up on his arms. You could
Yeah.
totally see the goosebumps.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Ludwig Kaiser, like, and then have him be Grande Americano because there was a new Grande Americano
I
that
know
came out tonight too.
there's a venti Americano.
Yeah, he was tinier. I don't know. It's probably Pete Dunne, even though he looked like Petey Williams.
Dude, that would be
You could,
sick.
you maybe could do. Ooh, I don't even know. You can't do any of the members of the Judgment Day. Ethan Page doesn't make. I don't know. Maybe Ethan Page makes sense. I think he could hold his own against like Randy Orton because we're talking hypotheticals
Ethan
here, but
Page would be good.
yeah, but we know that Randy Orton
We
and
know
Jelly Roll
Drew's
win this match.
yeah. And I don't think
So
Logan Paul takes the pin because I still think Logan Paul is going to be world champion at some point.
yeah, no, definitely Drew McIntyre takes the pin, and Jelly Roll's the one that delivers it. The Miz would be a good person. I think the Miz would be good.
Is the
And
Miz?
he
Do
is
you
a,
think the Miz is a heel or a baby face right
well,
now?
he fought Jacob Fatu and was all dancing around with the Tongans, the my family of Tongans or whatever they're called. I really don't know, but my family tree is that what they're called?
I
I
don't
just
know
know it's
either. Apparently, I
MFT.
haven't watched wrestling in months.
Yeah, I mean, I really think only the Miz. I'm looking. I mean, I don't even know. Like, they are so many baby faces right now. It doesn't make sense for it to be anybody. I mean,
Well, let's talk about speaking of baby faces, let's talk about one of the biggest right now, CM Punk. versus Gunther. Dude, I'm picking Gunther, bro.
I'm picking neither.
Oh, little DQ, little interference.
I don't think Seth Rollins is really hurt.
Okay, so see,
The more and more
I
that they talk about it, the more and more I don't think he's really hurt, and they're trying to get a shock factor out of it.
I have thought even about bringing it up on, the last time we had talked, which wasn't, anyways. I don't ever remember hearing exactly what was wrong with him. There was never
They
anything
just
that
keep.
said he tore anything.
Nope, I haven't seen
Whereas
anything.
when someone gets hurt and it's legit, you know exactly what it is. We
Let's
know
see.
about Seth Rollins' knee issues because they've talked about exactly what kind of knee issues he's had before.
So
When
Yahoo Sports posts um Seth Rollins appears to suffer a real injury after the patented moonsault sequence goes awry. I do have a leg brace on over the corner of my crutches. I hurt my knee. I was doing a move I do all the time, the moonsault backflip. In this particular instance, I landed on my belly and not my feet. When I landed, I felt my knee pop and buckle. We got out of the match and we moved forward. Uh, we tried to take a look at the knee. There was imaging, and it's still a little too swollen. They were going to take another look, hopefully in a week or two here in LA, to get some sort of firm diagnosis, and we can go from there. I'm not a doctor. I only know my body and what I feel, and what I feel is that this is going to keep me out for an extended period of time. Um, I want to believe that this is all a shoot or work. I don't know whatever the term is, and I'm losing my mind. But
you want to
I want
believe
to
it's real
I want to believe that it's fake. I want to
or fake.
believe, yeah, that he is not actually hurt, because I like the idea of him cashing in then, the three dudes beating the hell out of Randy, or beating the hell out of CM Punk after CM Punk beats Gunther. And then CM Punk is gone. Seth Rollins and Gunther run it through Paris. They run it through the show after Paris. We hit September, and then October comes around. CM Punk comes back, and we set up Seth Rollins and CM Punk for Survivor Series.
If you do that, do you think it's if they do that, do you think it's a world title match, or do you think? And I know you were talking about getting the original Bloodline back together, but I can see Punk and Heyman wanting to do like a Dangerous Alliance Sting Squadron type thing. They already Heyman's already got his three guys. I don't know.
I just don't know who CM Punk would have to back him, because we already. Well, I don't know. I honestly. Well, we got to talk about night two, but it's not going to be Cody. It wouldn't be, well, in a perfect world,
If we knew who John Cena was facing at SummerSlam, it would be easier.
or Survivor Series. Yeah.
Or Survivor Series. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I corrected you.
No, you should correct me. I don't know anything
Um,
apparently.
but yeah, I don't know. I want to believe. So you think Gunther would, like, if, let's say I'm wrong and it's just a one-on-one match, which it probably is going to be, because WWE, every fantasy that I've had to happen hasn't happened since 2023 when CM Punk came back at the end of Survivor Series, or 22, whenever that was.
Yeah, I'm saying Gunther only because CM Punk can still lose. CM Punk can lose every single match for the rest of his career, and he'll still be CM Punk. Gunther, even though he's been a champion like for extended periods of time, if you put the title on, if you play hot potato with him and make him, a five-time champ in a span of 2 years, I don't know how threatening he's going to be. And Gunther has this, he's got this aura about him where he's very real, he's very scary and painful, but his gimmick is just that he's a badass. He doesn't have any, he's not like Uncle Howdy or anything like that. He's not a spot guy. Like, name your favorite Gunther move.
I like the thing that he does when he uh puts his hand behind his back and walks out to the ring like he's intimidating.
I was
That's
just
pretty much
trying to
the
say that he does some basic shit and he makes it look really good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how much longer you can have CM Punk not win a world title.
No.
So you're picking Punk and I'm picking Gunther. Okay.
Yeah, but I
All
still
right.
don't think Punk keeps it.
Oh, but maybe Seth.
Yeah.
Okay. And dude, that could finally
I
give us Seth
if
and
Seth
Punk
Rollins
one
isn't
on one
coming
at
out,
some point. Yeah.
oh, I don't know. I don't know. If Seth Rollins doesn't come out, then I just don't want to see CM Punk lose clean.
Okay.
Oh, and then also night one, we
Maybe.
have this stupid tag team match we have to talk about. Or we really don't have to talk about it, but it's the Judgment Day wins and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss
Over
don't.
before it started.
Yeah. Which is good. End it.
All right. And by the way, speaking of these Raquel and Roxanne, the Judgment Day, Finn made a pretty good point on Raw tonight. He was like, people said that when Rhea left the Judgment Day, that was the end. They said the same about um,
Damian
Liv,
Priest.
Damian Priest, and then like when she got hurt and stuff, and every single member in the Judgment Day is a champion. So
Not wrong. And I don't know. I think you're not wrong, but I do think that I know they did a tag team championship match tonight too. But I do think to combat the we don't know where the SmackDown tag team championship match is placed yet on night one or night two. But I would like to see some crazy stipulation for the Raw tag team titles with those guys too. And I would like to see them still win that. I think now is the time. In it's very clear how the the amount of faces that we have on Raw and SmackDown. There's a lot. I think now is the time to start building Finn Balor back up as a credible heel and have him really take it to the top
dude, that was
and put the
the
Judgment Day
plan a
up.
long time ago when he won
Because
the Universal title.
yeah, and and then you could run back. I don't know. There's got to be. Is there another face? Like the only, I guess, face staple, and they're not even a face or a heel is the Wyatt Six. So I don't know.
They should never have a title. I don't think.
No.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think
if I
because
was
now
doing
they're
it,
gonna
they
have to
wouldn't.
lose the tag team championships, and I guess a TLC match is a good way to do that. But it's stupid.
Even though we thought they committed murder their first night,
Yeah.
but
All right. Well, we'll talk about that match on Wednesday. We'll even if it ends up on night one, we'll still talk about it.
I gotta do my homework. There's so much that I thought I knew, but I didn't know.
Okay, buddy.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, everyone, go ahead and follow us at HITFPOD on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube. That's the only place you can hear us now. But also on TikTok, I don't know if you saw, I've been getting a lot of comments on the match of the days.
Yeah.
We did today was Shawn Michaels versus Kenny Omega. Yesterday there was or the day before, whatever it was, I did Jeff Hardy and Penta. Before that, I did Haku and Sabu, and then I threw in JBL versus Darby Allin. So go find those and then comment which one. I'm responding to everyone. Like I said, I don't have a job.
Ooh, ooh.
Who are you thinking about?
I like the idea. A triple threat match between the three faces of Foley.
We can make that happen.
Just
I
throwing
can
that
book
out
it.
there. Throwing it out there. But yeah, I'm gonna go do my raw reactions. Post setup tonight too. I have to go cook my
I,
wife dinner first, so
I was thinking of doing Arn Anderson's Glock versus somebody, but I haven't figured the somebody out yet.
Finley
Arn Anderson.
Shillelagh.
Yeah, I could do that. Could do that. Or like
Hornswoggle versus the Gobbledygooker would be a good one too.
that would be nice. What about okay, this is a match, right? They're gonna get in the ring and duke it out. The Vince McMahon explosion scene versus Triple H almost being Vince's illegitimate son scene. And then it
I
was
like that.
Hornswoggle.
I
That's your
like
match
that.
of the
I don't know.
day.
I
Those
like the
two
Vince
angles.
McMahon explosion scene versus the Wyatt Six debuts because which one of them had a
Ooh.
bigger impact?
Or you could do the I don't know. I'll figure it out. You got to follow
And,
us.
ooh, I
Find
like MJF and Rowdy Roddy Piper too. I think that's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't think I've done anyone that. Oh yeah, I did Sabu. Sabu's
Yeah,
good. Okay. Yikes.
yeah,
All
we
right.
were there for his last match, not his.
We were there when he died.
Yeah,
He was holding our hands.
yeah.
All right, buddy. I'll see
But
you on Wednesday. Later.
Wednesday, my dude. Later.